Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we've got the Fightbox B1 and the Fightbox F4. And we're going to compare the differences between the two controllers and why you might like one over the other and all those different things. So before we get started, let's talk about how you would use these. So I play on PS5 and Xbox Series X. We have our adapters. So on the Xbox side, you have the Brooks Series X adapter. Do not buy this. This no longer supported by Microsoft. It does not work. So let's get this out of the way. You have your Brooks for PS5. This is awesome. It works just fine. And then we have both the Mayflashes for Xbox and PS5. Both of these work just fine. So we're good to go. Let's dive right in. So now, looking at the two, what is the difference, right? So let's kind of stand them up here and we'll put them this way. And here you can clearly see this is noticeably taller. It's almost double the height of the B1, right? And that is by design. The B1 is more for those that have a compact flat style, right? So if you started out on one of these 3D, leverless controllers like I did, and you upgraded to the B1, you can see these are almost the same height. This is probably double the height of this, but still it's thin, right? It's got a lot of weight. It feels really good. You can customize the design to do different things to it. It has the larger buttons all around, so it's really nice. Whereas this controller here is your hitbox style, right? So if you're used to the hitbox or you've never had a hitbox, this is perfect. It has the buttons along the sides, right? And it has the smaller buttons on top with the bigger on the bottom. Whereas this one is larger all around and they all fit there. You can kind of see here. We were playing with this one. My daughter and I felt like, hey, this feels like the arcade. It feels just like it should feel. These are sandwich buttons, so it has that perfect texture. These are both up buttons here and the three, down, left, and right. And your standard, 1, 2, 4. What's also nice is when you turn this on and plug it in, the PS button or Xbox button is right here. So it's really nice. We put some grip tape on it. As soon as we plug it in, boom, we hit the button and we hit the start button right here on the side. And we put some grip tape on there as well. On the B1, your PS button is right here, and your start is pressing both because your R3, L3, which you have to do both for start, and sometimes it doesn't always work, or you'll hit it and it'll activate one or the other, so that could be a little frustrating, right? Whereas the PS works almost every time. The feel of this is very nice. The buttons feel great. I did a tournament with this and I had zero problems. It worked good. Some of these buttons have, there you go, popped off. Right, they have popped off. They're just a standard little T shape here. You just kind of spin it, put it back on. These keycaps we tried to replace, but the size is a little bit too small, like maybe 2 or 3 millimeters too small. So when you replace them, the caps fit, but as soon as you push it, you're like, oh, it worked, and then it'll get stuck because it wedges against the hole, right? So if they need to make this slightly wider all around for all the these buttons, you make it slightly wider, and you can replace these with no problems. Whereas these are standard sandwich buttons, so you can go on Amazon, pick your colors and pick your different designs and do whatever you want to do and switch these all up. When it comes to playing, they both feel great. Again, the buttons are smaller, and I was kind of worried when I opened it, like, uh-oh, am I going to be able to fit in this controller? And playing with it, you really don't notice because the base is so wide. It sits so well in your lap. It feels really nice to just play with and go about. And we have a really good time playing with this controller. It's also made out of metal, so that's really nice. It feels really cold and nice to the touch. Let's see the size here. So kind of holding them up there, you can see with the Brooks adapter, it's about that much wider, right? And as far as height, it's about barely more than a USB head taller. So, and this one we started on, it fits on your lap perfectly. We have no issues with the sliding. I put some grip tape on the bottom, right, to give it that texture, but still having it on your lap, it's wide enough to feel comfortable. It's really nice. For myself and my daughter, she's 12, so she has no problems. With this one, it just sits perfect. I have not put any grip tape just yet, and it is working just fine. Like I said, this box style, when we opened it, we were kind of surprised. We were kind of wondering, well, we like this one. It's a little flatter. It seems like a laptop, right? You're just going to slide it to your backpack and go. This is a little bit bulkier. But when you're using it, this feels like an arcade. And we were having so much fun just kind of messing around and having a good time playing Tekken 8. When it came to the Fightbox comparison, it's really, really nice. We really liked it. So if you're in the market for a Fightbox and you're not sure, you will like both. It's your style. Do you like the flatter, with a little more weight, the flatter style of leverless controller with the bigger buttons? Then you'll like this one. If you like the hitbox style, with, again, it's a little bulkier, but it fits really nice in your lap. It fits nice on the table. You can, you wouldn't feel worried about your kids using it because they're standard buttons. You just pop them out. you know, you're going to really like this one. And again, my kids, we haven't had any problems with them breaking these so far. Nothing's really going wrong besides them popping off every now and then. Everything else works just fine. But that is a comparison to the Fightbox B1 and the F4. It's really on the preference. Do you want the Fightbox style with the buttons going all around, the easy access to things and always working? You're going to like this one. Or you want the B1 that's slightly more compact with the buttons here and, you know, the PS and the 2 buttons for start and figuring all that. Yeah, but that's about it. Thanks for watching. Bye.